Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear family. Thank you for joining again. And of course, excitement continues as we can see from our great leaders talking about, hinting us about a big week, a big month, and a big year in front of us. It's all about excitement, it's all about celebration, and we know that it's just a matter of hours, minutes, seconds, whatever. Everything is a done deal. So this evening, as you saw it, our topic for tonight is the higher our value, the more successful we are. So as you can see who's back. Anita has been away for a couple of weeks. We've been missing you. A lot has been happening. So welcome and thank you for joining again, sis.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise I was muted. Yeah, hello everyone. It's really good to be back. I think it's been more than a couple of weeks actually, a lot going on, but yeah, really happy to be here. Really excited and really happy to be on here tonight. Yeah, look forward to a really good topic actually.
Over, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm rather waiting for you to unmute. I didn't know I unmuted myself. Sorry. Yeah, welcome, bro. Thank you.
Yes,
Sorry, I
welcome.
thought it was just a short introduction then, so I kept it short.
Yeah, yeah, welcome everyone. Glad to be here again. And the week is an exciting week, as we all know. I hope we are all fired up. So we are in again for another great topic. So thank you, Sir Comfort. So
Of
I'll leave it
course.
there.
Oh yes, sure. So the value that ONPASSIVE is offering is something that we can never exhaust, can we? So today we are looking at the fact that the higher our value, the more successful we are. So Anita, let's hear what you want to say about this, please.
Okay, well, look, for people not to get confused here, because obviously on passive products are high value, but what we're talking about here is our own value, how high our value is regarding on passive. That's what we're really talking about. So we're kind of looking about really, first of all, I mean, as the background says there, it's your vision, and then your goal, then your plan, the action you're going to take to reach the success level that you want to reach. So this is not about what anyone else is doing or what plans they've got for themselves. It's about what you want for you, how little or how much you want to do, to put how much effort you want to put in, how much you can put in, whether that's nothing at all, because the company will do everything for you, but you still need to, if you're going to sit back and do that and wait for everything to be done for you, that's absolutely fine, but you still need to have a vision, you still need to have a goal, you still need to have a plan, and you still need to know what action you're going to take, because even things like how you're going to get paid, and if everybody has watched the 360 meeting, you're going to know that there's going to be various payment options. One of them amazing is going to be like a card, like a debit card. You just go out and buy things on it. You need to know how to transfer that on there. So this is what we're talking about, is every single person needs to have some sort of goal. And when you have all that, then you're placing a higher value on your own business. And then you're going to be able to portray that across to other people. So whether those people are going to come in as a customer or a reseller, they're going to look at what you're doing and the way you're doing it. And that's what this is all about. So obviously I'll leave it there and pass over to someone else right now, because I've got lots and lots to say on this, but we can come
Oh
back to
my
that.
God. That was a big opening, Anita. Thank you so much. So, Collins, I don't know. Actually, I'm just excited to know what perspective you want to come from, because I was not expecting this. But like Mr. Mufare, Anita just actually over delivered from the very beginning. Thank you. Go ahead, Collins.
Hello, everyone. Yes, Anita, you just take everything. Anita is on fire. We'll be missing you, but is great. So let's look at value. When we talk about value, value has always been the heart of ONPASSIVE. The drive of ONPASSIVE is about value. So when we talk about value, we're talking about something that is worth it, something we hold of, of higher standard. Because if you have something and you look at that thing of a higher standard, it means that thing is valuable to you. You look at something that, you can look at it, they talk about principle or principle. That's value. So if we look at every step that Mr. Ashmufara has taken with the tech team, he said, if it is not of higher value, of higher standard, we will not put it out. We'll make sure it is the best of the best, something that we will not resist. So you can look at the quality of the founders. It goes by the quality of the founders. Most of the founders, they just have ONPASSIVE at heart. They think about ONPASSIVE. Those you spoke to every time, ONPASSIVE is like what they can ever think of. There's just nothing else, just about ONPASSIVE. You look at the quality of the tech team in Hyderabad, the quality of everybody that Mr. Ashmufara is hiring, they are of higher standard. So when you have people of that caliber, what do you expect? A better result, better output. Whatever they build will be of that standard, because you want to match your standard. You want to write your name on something you think like it stand out, because you also stand out as a person. You don't want to put something below your own standard. The more you raise your standard, the more things that you are doing will be of that standard, and people will value when you call the name. Comfort has put this thing out. Everybody want to rush for it because they know they can look at Comfort and say, no, Comfort cannot put something of lower quality, And this is what Mr. Ashmufara is doing, providing that value where you will look at the people surrounding everything about ONPASSIVE. There is no way you will say, I cannot be part of it. You look at the people, the process, whatever they are doing. Look at Burj Khalifa. They didn't go and take a normal office because the bar has been raised. Burj Khalifa, Mr. Alfred said, I will raise another bar again. Metro station. Look at where we are. They are holding all the branding, the advert. Where? Burj Khalifa. Look at even the company that are coming in. All they're talking about the partnership and all of those things. You cannot match those companies. You cannot beat them. And we're talking about top companies coming. When you hear Mercedes, what do you think? Everybody, when you hear Mercedes, you want to buy the car. You don't even think about it. You just know this is of high quality. That's the first thing. But there are certain cars, if they call it, say no. When you think about Tesla, you say, my God, that car is beautiful. Without even looking at the car, without even cross-examining, Tesla is good. Mercedes is good. You always think about those. And that is the value. And this is the type of value Mr. Ashmufara is bringing into ONPASSIVE. Not only the products, but the value of people. You talk about Professor Susan, talk about all of those people. Look at them. Look at Mohammed Kamal. So, I'll leave it there.
I know, guys, when you look at what Mr. Mufara is doing, look at the ecosystem, discussing value, you can come from any angle, and the thing is that it fits like really perfectly, because Anita came from one angle, and then Collins from the other one. Please just let us discuss this topic for today. The higher our value, the more successful we are. So let's know what you think. Say something, because we really want to have your say, want to hear from your own angle. So Anita, I'll still leave it open because I don't know what else you have in mind. So just go for it, sis.
Okay, Comfort. I've probably got enough to talk for hours, but we don't have that time. So what I would say to people is, just imagine for a moment you were now going for an interview for a job with Ashmufara. You were going along there and you wanted a job as a brand ambassador. Okay. The first thing he expects you to understand is the brand. So what he was saying was, call yourself what you like. We're no longer can be publicly a founder. We are founders, but publicly a founder or co-founder, no. So he said brand ambassador. doesn't really like that. He likes global ambassador, because brand ambassadors need to know their stuff. They need to know the brand. So I'm going to actually call myself a global brand ambassador, both, mix the two, because I know the brand, because I want to know the brand. I love the brand. So imagine you're going for an interview with him. I mean, you know, in a multi-billion-dollar company, the likes of, if you were going to walk through the door nervous as hell to have an interview with Google or something, that's the kind of caliber we're talking. You're invited to your interview in the Burj Khalifa. You know, you're going up there shaking in your boots. You would have done your homework if you want that job. You would have done your homework, and you would have learned all about the company, the brand, the history of the company. You would have done all that, and you'd have done that for your set pay. Do it for the business that you are going to build for yourself. Whether you want a small business, a larger business, whether you want to do 2 hours a week or 20 hours a week or full time, whatever you choose to do, he's leaving that door open for you to choose. But either way, it doesn't matter if it's 2 hours or 20 or 60. You need to know the company and the brand. So that's what I would suggest to people, to at least do that much, because that then comes back to the value that you're putting on yourself and your business and the company, and how you're going to come across to people is how people buy from people that they like. Okay, and I'll just go back to you know, a time when I was in timeshare. I did really well. I was top rep, and I regularly got rep of the month, quarter, and year, but not because of anything other than I learned about the resorts, and I spoke with passion, absolute passion. You know, you talk about holidays, what's not to love? You know, 'cause it's not a boring thing, is it? If you're boring the pants of somebody, you know, you shouldn't be able to when it comes to holidays. But it's like Ash was saying, don't try selling something to somebody that doesn't excite them. It's like if I had somebody come in that was a golfer, which is why we, you know, did a warm up and learned about them. You know, you're not going to, or you're not going to try selling a golfing holiday to someone who doesn't play golf, are you? You know, so this is the thing. It's just like, if this is for people that do really want to go out there and start talking to people. They just need to learn what it is that person might need, and just kind of, to be honest, everyone uses email. We've said this before. Every single person probably on the planet with a computer or phone uses an email. Start there, you know. But how do you do that? You don't go out there and put all over your Facebook about you need this because you need this because this. You know, you do it from a different angle. You say you love it because you love this feature. Wow, this feature's brilliant. Here, have a look. Leave them to have a look. Don't pester them. But when people see you praising something and getting excited by it, that's how to do it. So, you know, I did well because I was honest. People could see I was being honest. I told the truth about the products, said what they do. If you like it, buy it. If you don't, don't. And it's that SW. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Don't keep badgering them. If they will eventually come later down the road. There's always people that come back. They'll come back when they see more and more people using it. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, is value. Don't devalue yourself in front of others as well.
Wow.
Okay.
This is just crazy. I think, you know, we look at value, sometimes we forget even that what we do here is equally offering value, like value for nothing. Anita, I just want to dwell a bit on what you are saying, because I think it ties with what I was thinking today. Guys, bear me, I just want to be part of this panel today. Like, you know, when you come from your perspective, Anita, it's all about value. It's all about personal development, because when you learn and understand what you've got out there, you are able to represent your own business. And there's that self-esteem, that self-confidence in you, because you can boldly talk about it, about something that everybody else is talking about. I think that gives you some good quality of life, doesn't it? You know, so that's how I look at it too, like, trying to resonate with you. And I think that it's worth it. And I look at value too from, because certain, people have tried other stuff and failed. A few people have succeeded. There are others who might have loved to try before failing, but they don't have that confidence to stand up and go for it because they don't know where to start from. But look at how much value we've got here. You guys sit here every day and break these things down. Everybody coming from their perspective and everybody's nodding. Anybody listening is like nodding and, picking up one thing from here and so on, putting up together. And of course, I can walk head up, chest up, because I know what stuff I'm made of. I know what is hanging there in the ecosystem. I think I really appreciate the powerful contributions from here. My brother Collins, I work hard not to ask questions today. I leave it open. You just want to pop in from any angle, whatever is in your mind, please.
Thank you, sis. Yeah, this value, is really a big topic. So we've looked at value from the founders. Like Anita said, founders, you must value yourself, because if you don't value yourself, nobody will value what you want to tell them. Presentation matters. Like Anita said, yes, people want to share the business. They want to share ONPASSIVE because they are excited because of the value. But if you are not valuable, how can you tell someone about ONPASSIVE, a multi-trillion-dollar company? How can you tell someone? Because the person will not even believe you. Say, who are you? It's like you want to tell somebody about Tesla. That, I'm a global brand ambassador of Tesla. They'll look at you like you are mad, because your presentation as founders is very important to represent the company, a multi-trillion-dollar company you are talking about. And if you cannot do it, it's fine. You are still valuable by Mr. Ash Mufara. But to do it and then destroy it is not helpful for the company, because ONPASSIVE is a diamond. It's a precious gift for all of us. So representing, when you start to dive, it's not like you have to know everything, but just at least an overview of the company. Because when you are excited about something, people want to know why. You talk, people want to deep dive and say, but why are you saying ONPASSIVE is so valuable? You can point, look at what they are doing, Burj Khalifa. Look at the metro station. I've been seeing this online. And you show them the positive things. The Mr. Shuvara said, you can introduce somebody. Don't try to be a marketer because you can mess it up. But the way you can approach something will make people follow you. Your presentation make people follow you. They said they want to take a look. I've been looking at this thing. You talk about, I've been using, just said ONET. A lot of founders have not been using ONET, but they dwell on Facebook. And this is really a shame, because we have something we cannot say our product is so valuable and you are not even in there using it. You take a look, because if you don't really have a grip, you've not played. Those people who are really saying, they said, I don't know technology. Sister Comfort, pay me this. They are using TikTok. They are using Facebook. They are using all of those social media applications. But when you tell them, ONET, they feel like, my God, the world is falling apart. How can I use always IT is this? No, but you are already using it, using other source. When you come into ONET, then you will look at, you say, my God, it's like you are in another planet. You have all the tools, and that's why you start to appreciate even the free products that are all in ONET. You cannot have it anywhere. You go out there, you have to pay to use it. We're talking about podcasts. That's the tool that you look at it. I've checked some of them as I think $70, $100. It's expensive. The Comfort, I've seen it, but we have it for free. Ask yourself, how many people will be doing that? Even today, I was telling one of our sisters, go and do podcasts, record something, say something inspirational. It shouldn't be ONPASSIVE, but something that can transform someone, from within. You want just inspiration. That's why we have ONET. It's not only about going in there writing about ONPASSIVE. No, something that can change somebody's life. One instant, one word can change somebody's life. Somebody can be really depressed. The person go and listen to your podcast, your message, and say, my goodness. And sometimes word can be healing. But let us use this tool, because it is so important and so valuable. OwnNet is so valuable. Everything there. You don't have to crop your picture. Put it in there. Instant cropping. It resize for you. Some other social media, you have to crop it out, bring it in. But there you can crop it straight. So there are a lot of things. What about OwnNet? So the value is something that will storm this world. One, the price point. That's Mr. Ashford give value in everything. He said money is not everything. There are products we don't even need to sell. Some companies sell O-Trim. Even customization of, they give it for free. Bitly will give for free, but if you want to customize, you pay. We have everything for free, even more abundant. So, Mr. Comfort, let me throw it back to you.
I know. Thank you. So, listening to both of you here, I want to make, I hope that I get it right. So, if I get it well, if you take in this value, you take in all of the information, educate yourself by going to the OES and stuff, listening to all of this, then you are equipped, to be able to present what you have. For example, if you are telling somebody that we have free podcasts, you would have at least tested it in order to be able to present it, the opportunity to someone. Is that what you guys mean here, Anita? However, I know you came prepared. If this is going to start on your way, just go ahead. It's a free. Let's make it a free ride today.
No, that's fine, Comfort. I mean, I think what we're saying really is, look, if you plan to be active, you've got to know your stuff, okay, to a degree. You don't have to be an expert, but you do need to know what ONET is and what it does, or OMail. Just you do need a little few sentences about each one, just enough to say, this is what it does. Here, have a look. You don't have to go into much more detail, do you? But you do need to at least respect Ash and the company and the products enough to know that. And there's people that say, oh, it doesn't really excite me. But it doesn't excite people because they haven't been engaged. For goodness sake, if everyone's engaged, they couldn't not be excited, seriously. But but I do understand why some people aren't, and that's because they've not been engaged. So therefore they don't really understand everything, because they don't understand it. And then of course there's going to be those people that say, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to, you're talking about learning all this stuff and going out and presenting and going on Facebook. No, people do not have to do anything like that if they do not want to do that. So all we're saying is, yes, there's two aspects here. If you are going to go out and promote it, know your stuff, okay, to a certain degree. If you're not, you've got no interest, you still have to respect that it's not an investment platform. It's not an investment program where you've just stuck your money in and you're going to sit back and wait for it to suddenly drop onto your lap from the sky. You've got an OES system to go in and learn how to use. So you need to learn to go and use it. So you've got to be engaged. And I mean, I've said only this week to somebody, I mean, when someone says, oh, I don't have time, goodness me, I was catching up while even sitting on the loo. Sorry, I've just got to tell people that. But even on the loo, I try to catch up because obviously I've been otherwise engaged with bereavement and stuff. You're cooking and you're listening to a webinar, and you're doing this and you're doing that. And there's time that you can catch up. Switch off that film you're going to watch and listen to these things because they are about your future. So no one's sort of saying, you have to 24/7 on passive. That's not what Ash wants for people. He wants people to enjoy their life. He wants people to have more quality time with their family. But I'm afraid you've got to speculate to accumulate a little bit here. You've got to speculate a bit of time now to understand it, to be able to then have that in the future. So that's where we're coming from about learning. And that's what it's saying about know what you want. Be clear about what you want from your own direction. And if your own direction is, I just want to sit back, I don't want to do much, I've worked hard on my life, I just want to, that's fine. Speak to someone about how's the best way forward for you. Take a bit of everything that people say and put your own stamp on it, like Ash said, put your own stamp on it, make the business suit you, but ask for help. This is what I'd like from ONPASSIVE. Can you tell me what's the best way forward for me? And listen. Don't just put your head in the sand and think, I don't need to do anything. They're going to do everything for me. And then come back in a year's time, I go, oh, well, ONPASSIVE didn't work for me. Well, of course, it won't work for somebody who isn't logging in, will it? Got to log in. So that's all we're really saying is know what it is you want from it, no matter how small or how big, and look at how you're going to achieve that and ask for help to do that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Collins, I don't know, do you have any quick thing to say so that I think we should be rounding up now so
Yeah.
that we prepare for the next day?
Yes, Mr. Comfort, this is really a good topic. And I just like what Anita said. Mr. Akufo have told us this time and again. If you are not able to be successful on passive, if you cannot make it on passive, just forget about the world. Just go back, maybe go to your 9 to 5. Don't try any other thing because it's like you're just going to a death trap. If you cannot be successful on passive, or you see this as a very difficult thing, they took complex system, make it to be so easy, really easy system. And if you cannot make it in on passive, then it's a pity. Because this man, our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, I always say this man, I always call I don't know the name to even give Mr. Ash Mufara again. Building this, going higher and higher. What we think, because the more the value, as we said, the more the weighty, the success, isn't it? And if the value is going up, you cannot catch up with that value because it's like something is running above. You are seeing a diamond going up and you cannot move 2 inches. Then you just have to ask yourself, why? What is happening? Then there is not something wrong with ONPASSIVE. There is something wrong with you. Like Anita said, don't come after a while and say, oh, it didn't work for me. If it doesn't work for you, ONPASSIVE will never work for you anywhere. Just forget about it. Forget about it. Don't try another thing because they will tell you, come, go and sleep. The person who is taking whatever you put in, the person is the one doing it for you, and the person can determine how much you get. When it disappeared, what will happen? You will never know. Thank God that we follow this journey. We know a good business and a good system. Now we can differentiate between good and bad. So if anybody promise you, come, I'll give you this, go and sleep. Forget it. Because even on passive, there are little things you need to do, the ecosystem. No, because you have to tell the system what you want. It's an automated system. It's just click, go. That's the value of on passive. Push a button, go and sleep. Get up the next day, look at it. Push another button, go and sleep. Get up the next day. Only to push a button, you said it is difficult. Is it when they will tell you to carry an axe on your head? You say it's easy? so that's what I said. So please, the ONPASSIVE is so valuable and the success is already defined. Whether we like it or not, the train is moving very fast. If we don't value it, there are people who will come in and said, my friend, did you say you are a founder? Yes. Do you really know this? Yes. Where have you been? Were you sleeping? Because now I know this thing more than you. So please, and you'll be so embarrassed when someone comes from outside just now and then know the system more than you, you'll be embarrassed. So as Anita said, yes, you don't need to know it. But at the end of the day, there are little things you're supposed to do in the OES to make sure you push your business going. If you want to go out and be the brand ambassador, because don't call brand ambassador or global brand ambassador just because for fancy. No, it means you are just like a mission. You are on a mission to speak about the company, to say this is valuable. Take a look in a nice way, not like bugging people, but telling them the goodness of the product that you are using. Sometimes say, do you know how many millions of people using this product as we speak? They will say, what? Let me go. There is this there, there is this there, there is this there. That's what you say. But if you go to sleep, you don't want to do it, fine. But you still need to do something within the OES. Right. So that's it. Sir Comfort, I'll leave it there. Thank you. We have value that they've given to us, and we just have to receive it with grace.
That's very true. That's very true. So, Anita, something just came to mind. You know, some people definitely, when they click on the link, you're like, they're just stuck because why are they asking me to create a new email? They have these doubts based on what the experience they have had before now. So if we can use this opportunity, because we share this to encourage ourselves as fellow members of this big movement on passive, and of course, just to tell others who are watching us that there is room for anyone who is interested. And so some people are just stuck because I'm not sure why they're telling me to create another email right now. So would you like to comment on that as before we close, so that to give somebody an opportunity maybe?
Okay, so sorry. So are you're saying if we've just put something, say, out on an advert out on Facebook, and we've asked somebody to come and join a mail, and they've clicked the link, they haven't got a clue what to do next, what's going on. This is, I think, really what Ash is saying, isn't it? It's about not just shoving out adverts and expecting all those people to click a link and know what to do. Now, don't get me wrong. When he does his marketing campaigns, that is really what's happening. People are landing on, they're coming into the system, they will be placed under us all. They do need to fathom out in there what to do. They really do. Because obviously, but you see, that's just for now, isn't it? I mean, the thing is, we will actually have a list of all of the users in our ecosystem. So we'll have a list of our users. So we could really, if you wanted to, communicate with them and try and help them if you want to. I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to convert more people, then the more help you give somebody, the better for you, but the better for them as well. But because, if you're personally, and then people come along, that's really a different thing. But when you yourself are going out saying, here you go, here's a link to a great email, have a look, you might do yourself more favours if you obviously was to give a bit more information than that, which is what we're saying, is understand some of the features. Why should somebody use that product? Because of this, and this. But as time goes on, it's looking at who you're directing what to, really, because you're going to come across somebody who says, I'm really broke, I couldn't pay the gas bill, I don't know what I'm going to do. You're not going to turn around to them, are you, and say, oh, you need those staff. You're going to say, right, you clearly need to look at earning another income, right? Let me see if I can help you with that. And try and explain to them how you can help with that. Don't just go, well, here you go, here's a link to my ecosystem, have a look. It's not really going to help them much, is it? So this is what we're saying. But of course, remember, that is what's going to happen with a lot of people. They will come into the system and they will just come in. They haven't had a conversation with you, but all that help is there. We've got the chat bot, we have got the support, there's got videos, instructional videos, there will be more. But I think really what Ash is saying is, if you're going to involve yourself promoting, then give the help that you could give to those people. Don't just see them as another number on your user list. Try to help them, basically.
Right.
That's what, and also, just one last thing I want to say here is, I think, I don't know, I'm not an online marketer really, but one thing I do know, I've heard about a lot about, really, from people on my Facebook, is all these people that do all these attraction marketing courses. They go and pay money to learn attraction marketing, right? And it's very much, I think, really what Ash is talking about. People come to you because they like you. So you're really trying to attract people to follow you because they like you, because they like the post you're doing. It could be a post about your dog. It could be, your holiday, those kind of things. So people start kind of being interested in your posts. The next thing, they suddenly see your post about how fantastic O'Mail is. So they're then going to go, oh, what's that about? That's not you going, hey, have a look at O'Mail because I think it's brilliant, and here it is. I'm spamming your Facebook, your messenger with it. That's not what he doesn't want us to do that. So that's what attraction marketing is. I'm not an expert on that. I've not studied it, but I do believe it's along the lines of what Ash is talking about. People will like you, they'll follow you, they'll buy from you. So just be encouraging, be supportive. That's again about value. being supportive and encouraging people. That they're going to see you value yourself and your business and them as a customer reseller. Value them. They're part of your business. They're not just a number in your user's back office.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Value, 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 guys. You can never exhaust this topic no matter what you do. Looking at the ecosystem, it is just all about value. And you can look at it from any angle. It fits, it just fits on the puzzle. So, guys, let's keep on sharing our value. Let's make ourselves more value. Let's upgrade ourselves to the level of our company. And of course, let's continue the excitement. I really apologize. I totally forgot that today was Marcien's birthday. And so I should have said this from the very beginning. Guys, just remember to say happy birthday to Marcien. We were supposed to celebrate that, but for some reason, it really escaped my mind. Yeah, guys. So, yeah. So thank you all for joining, guys. Let's go ahead and share. And if you are new here, guys, we run on about 7 or 8 channels. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe from each channel you're watching from and click on the button, because we are just crazy live every day, 2 times, 1 time as the time shows up, because we just are interested in bringing value to ourselves. The more we meet here, the more we have the opportunity, or we're encouraged to upgrade ourselves to that dream level. And of course, it's doable. So thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, team. Bye.